Back to the phone lines. We'll talk next to Shirley, Fresno, California. Hi, Shirley.
Hi there. I am wondering about second marriages between Christians. I seem to be haunted by those words of Christ about whoever marries someone that's divorced being guilty of adultery. Can you clarify that?
Sure. A couple of things. One is we've written an article in the Christian Research Journal available online on divorce and remarriage, and I would highly recommend that to you. If you can't find it online, just let us know. We'll send you a copy of it. But the basic premise is this: God hates divorce. And this is particularly true in a Christian covenant. The reason is that in Christian ethics, the whole goal is to emulate forgiveness. Forgiveness is always a two-way street. It takes someone who is wanting to be forgiven and someone who is willing to forgive. That's the only way reconciliation can take place. And by the way, this is the same thing that happens on a divine level. God objectively offers forgiveness to all those who will fall upon His grace and mercy, but that forgiveness is not subjectively realized until we repent. And in a relationship, that's necessary as well. It takes two parties for genuine reconciliation to take place. So the premise is God hates divorce, and we should do everything, particularly as Christians, to work towards reconciliation. And that is even in the cases that are deemed exceptions, such as adultery and desertion. Even there, as long as there's a doorway open for reconciliation, we should seek to walk through that doorway of reconciliation. But there are cases, and Paul talks about this in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, where that doorway to reconciliation is irrevocably closed. It could be through death. It could be the other partner leaves and is married to someone else. And then the text tells us that you are not bound in that circumstance. So the basic premise is that as a believer, we should always work towards reconciliation until that door to reconciliation is irrevocably closed. Now, those who have made mistakes in this area shouldn't think as though those mistakes are now fatal. And if you've gotten remarried and the grounds were not biblically supportable, that now they have to get divorced again, that is not the case. You can't unscramble an egg. So if you even were married after being divorced incorrectly, you can't now say, well, because of that, I have to get divorced again. No, what you need to do is press forward from where you are, now taking into account the biblical method for love and relationship. And that is, love ultimately is not a mere feeling. Love is a commitment. And feelings ebb and flow, commitment should not. Therefore, we ought to be committed to one another in the same way as Christ is committed to the church. We'll be right back.